All right, welcome to this episode of Scrapyard Choppers. I'm Ronnie Danger. Today we're going to be digging this Cadillac out of the woods. I know it's already out, but I'm going to throw you back in time to myself in a second. We're also going to show you how do you get a title for a car like this. We're going to clean it up and get it ready for sale. So that's from the woods onto somebody else's trailer and down the road where hopefully this car gets saved. I think it's down over here. It is literally in some woods. I don't know if you can, it's going to be hard to see on camera, but this is downhill, and it's not a little downhill. Let me hold the camera level so you can get kind of an idea. It is wet, rainy, and crappy. I think we're going to have to go up over this way. This is not going to be easy. Where's it at? Yeah, there's cars. Just a couple in here. Pricker bushes. Awesome. Oh, I see it. Oh, I'm glad I brought the chainsaw. Oh man, there's a lot more to do to get this car out than I was hoping for. That's all pricker bush. One big giant pricker bush. So yeah, the guy covered it up since the last time I seen it. Oh man, this is all pricker bushes. Wait. So this is it. Should have brought my gloves. Dang. It's got to go out right there. I think I got out the chainsaw. Oh, it is a two. No, it's a four-door. Okay. I thought it was a four-door. It's not terrible of a car. I mean, it's not great, but it ain't. For how long it's been sitting in some woods. Oh. That rim's not even close. I think I brought the wrong dang rims. Those are not big Chevy. Is there an easier way to get out of here? Oh boy. Yeah, big old Dodge convertible. I would say she's junk. Yeah, the driver's side fender is the worst part of this whole car. I did kick the floors. I didn't go through anywhere, so this course was like a year and a half. Let's get a chainsaw and just start cutting, and then we'll uncover this in a minute. So it's a gem. As you can see, it's got some red fins on it. Pretty cool. Ask me. All right, who knows how long this car's been sitting back here? But we're gonna dig it out. I'm gonna start getting rid of these thorn bushes. Try to cut a path straight through there. Just a lot of stuff on the ground. Get all the, I think that's just brush. So I get all the thorn bushes off the top of that, and then we're gonna, you know, get all that out of there, cut that stuff up, clean this brush out, and get ready to drag it out. I got some friends coming. They're gonna help. We're gonna save this car after probably 20 plus years of sitting in these woods. Yeah. We'll get her unwrapped soon. Just stay calm. Hopefully this thing starts. Alright, got updates. We got a strap hooked to a Jeep or a cable. That's Showerman's towing right there. We're going to get it jacked up here and see if we can get a tire to take air. That one's off the rim. Supposedly he's held air, is what I was told by the owner. I don't believe him. But let's see what we can do. Throw you up here on the tripod. That way we're out of Joe's way, because he ain't got all day for me to mess around. So I cut up some logs and then I started fucking. Yeah, let's get this tarp off.
That's never gonna seal up. I'm not even gonna mess with it.
No.
I'm just gonna have to drag it flats.
Alright, do you see locks?
No. Straight on the dirt.
Okay. Hang on a second.
Do you think you're gonna reach in one hand that?
There's enough room for me to get in there. We're really close to this fucking other car.
What's that?
At least it's moving it. Man, this was a nice car when you parked it here.
I'm gonna start pulling while you're turning. Getting anywhere with it? Is it not getting anywhere with it? If you want, come out here, jack it up, and then turn it.
See what? I couldn't hear you, sorry.
Come out here, jack it up, and then turn it.
Oh, there were blocks underneath it. Full reposition. Don't worry, it's his wife's Jeep. Well, we accepted defeat right here. He's already gone with the freaking Jeep. We burned the winch off. But I get a good solid look at this thing. Yeah. What a cool car. We're gonna drag it up the rest of the tow truck. He might do it without me, he might do it with me. We'll see. Fun, fun. We made it back. Now we gotta try to get it off. I think we're gonna hook her to this freaking tree right here. Alright. Now let's talk about cleaning this thing up. We just want this to look good in pictures, but we don't want to deceive anybody. And this car is what it is. It's actually a very, very, very solid car. So this car is way more solid than it looks. I mean, look at them rockers. The bottom of the doors are a little crusty, but they're not bad. Back seat's nice. Headliner is even not bad. The smell is something else though. Let me tell you what. Front seat, oh, gotta stop talking while I'm here. We're gonna do something about this interior too. Maybe let it air out for 3 days. Maybe let it air out for 3 days because it is bad. So, continue along for rockers. It's not bad. Bottom of the door, not terrible. This ain't a perfect car. It has floor pans. There's a little rock right there. Something going on there, but I mean, the floor pans are there. And it's like this on both sides. I really haven't found a big hole or anything crazy. Bottom of the rockers look good. Frame looks really good. Windshield's broke. Tree fell on it. Got a little dent in the chrome, but the roof is not dented. This front fender's starting to go at the bottom. We got a little bit over here. Of course, this piece is rotted off the hood. Kind of hard to do one-handed. Don't smash hand. So the bottom of the hood is rusty. And we have this off. So I'm thinking we're just gonna run some zip screws up into this to hold it up in there. Because it's better than it just hanging off, which it already has one holding it down right there. 390 locked up solider than Alcatraz. I have another 390. It's over there underneath the tarp. Goes with this car, so that's gonna help sell it. Grill's nice. Little bumper things are missing, which sucks. Worst part of the car is this fender, but I'll show you the solution in a minute. Finish our walk around. Kind of same deal over here. Not too bad. It's a little toasty right up in there. Oh, talking inside here. Oh. 79,000 out the thing. Oh. Look at that steering wheel. That's sweet. Keys are actually in the ignition. I don't have a door key. This door doesn't want to open for some reason. And I haven't had the trunk open. We'll deal with that later. I didn't realize somebody had already drilled it out. So we'll check that. We'll see what's going on in there. Got some rust in that bumper right there. So, okay. Nice. See what it is. right now. Let's see if we can bring it back around. Yeah, we started a little preview right there. Driver's side fender that matches the paint and patina. That's awesome. And it's got the trim that's missing from the side of the car. Here's the 390 with the Power Glide. It's the same motor and trans setup that's already in the car, and it was in a car that ran last year. Pretty cool. Now, this thing has a ton of moss on it, a ton of griminess from being in the woods for 25 years or 20 years or however long it's been. So we're gonna start with some of this. This is a product, it's a degreaser, pulls stains out of things, and it breaks up a lot of stuff that's on the surface of these cars just by spraying it on, letting it sit. And I'm not gonna tell you the name of it, but it's like a good general all-purpose cleaner. It also helps with water spots. It's amazing. It really is. I detail cars for a living, so sorry, you don't get to figure out what this product is, but I'm gonna show you how it works. You'll be able to find a good, just general degreaser, like a heavy duty degreaser. This is 50-50 water in the product. So we're gonna spray this down and let it sit. We're gonna spray it heavy too. Not gonna be, you know, stingy with it. It's really just gonna help break everything down and kind of just get everything going. I'm actually gonna spray a majority of the car down. Still got some crap up in here. We'll get that out when we spray it off. But yeah, I'm mostly gonna do everything I can get right here, because this is where I'm gonna start washing. I'm gonna start washing in the back. I don't want this to dry on the car, because really it breaks it down, but then it's like setting us back some if we let it get dry. See, I sprayed it on out. Now see, it's like, it's blasting this stuff off all by itself. Now, is it going to be perfect when this is done? No, it is not. But it's gonna take the majority of it off. You see on people online, they do the soap blasting or whatever. That's kind of what I'm doing with this. If I had an attachment on my power washer for it, I'd probably load it up with this and just hose this all down nice and gentle and just let it soak. This is way better than just taking a brush straight to this and grinding all this crap right into the paint. We're gonna break it up. Now I do have an advantage over most people in this situation. I have a hot power washer. You're gonna hear it go off here in a minute. It heats the water up to pretty much boiling. You're gonna just, it takes off so much more stuff than just a regular power washer. They're expensive. Like I said, I'm in the car detailing business, so I need it. You can decrease motors without using any degreaser. It just takes it right off. Even though I do use this on my motors. It helps get a lot of stuff off painted surfaces in the engine bay. I'm gonna show you the start here, and then I'm gonna walk you through the whole process in just this section, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest of it on the, you know, time lapse, because I'm sure you don't want to watch me do this on the entire car. See, I'm just barely pushing that with my fingers. It's just melting right off. The hot power washer will take a lot of this off without using this, but this is just gonna help. Like a lot. All right, let this sit for a second. I'm gonna fire up my power washer. I'm gonna put some water in my bucket over here, because we are gonna use a scrub brush on this eventually. You know, when you got crap like this on a car, you don't ever want to take a scrub brush to it. You're just gonna scratch it and get all this crap pushed into this paint. Now this paint is a modern paint. It is tough. Maybe this red isn't so tough, but if the white is the old paint, it should hold up pretty well. Usually when I do this kind of stuff, I'm buffing afterwards. I'm bringing a shine back, so if I put a couple micro scratches in it, When I'm cleaning it, not a big deal. I'm going to take them right back out. So let this sit for a second, fire up my power washer. Okay, unfortunately my worker ran that out of diesel, my power washer, and I didn't know it till just now. And I'm not going to the gas station to get diesel, so we're just gonna go without heat, which should be fine. Now, if anything like this, always start high, work your way down. Always start on the top, work your way down. Now we're only going to like here for now. So let's get all this crap off of here. Make a big mess in the driveway. Yeah. It looks even better on camera, I know. There's a lot of stuff down in this truck at lid edge. I'm trying to get a lot of it out before we get this trunk open, and we'll clean all the way around that afterwards. I could definitely tell where that stuff I used, where it'd been sitting a little longer and a little heavier, it comes off a lot easier in those areas. So after I hit right here, and I'll do that area, we're gonna spray this all down again and let it sit for a second and then redo it. right. Look at that. I hit that chrome right there. Ooh, buddy, this car's gonna look pretty doggone good when it's done. It sucks I gotta sell it, but we got a Chevette to finish. So there was a bunch of dirt sitting up on top of that stuff. I'm gonna spray this down one more time and let it sit. I'm actually gonna spray off. I think we're just gonna split it just like this. Let's just keep going for the process. I'm gonna spray it down one more time, let it sit. Okay, round 2 is on. Let it sit for a second here and break everything down. All right, it's been soaking on there a minute. I know there's gonna be a big difference on camera this time, but it'll be a big difference in person. All right, cool. We're gonna rinse all that off now. We're gonna scrub it with the scrub brush. It really ain't pulling too much more off. That stuff I've using is definitely doing a really good job getting most of this off. There's definitely still some dirt on it, like a Comet wash or a Quad Zero SOS pad would take a lot of this off. We are looking a ton bit better. We're gonna come back with something you gotta be careful with. This is acid. Use it to clean wheels and stuff. We're gonna use it right on the side of this car. Now, this is chrome, so it should be fine. But like stainless steel and stuff, this will streak it and dull it. Also, if you get it on windows and leave it on windows too long, it will leave marks on windows. You don't wanna breathe it in. Open cuts, it doesn't feel very good on, but watch what it does to this car. You also don't want to leave it sit too long, and you should probably test it in an area that isn't super noticeable. This works really good on white cars, like really good on white cars. But see those rust streaks? Yeah, just you wait. All this blotchiness back here, it's a little hard to pick up on camera, but there's like a bunch of blotchy rust spots. This acid will hopefully get rid of a lot of it. Oh yeah. It's coming right back around. Yeah, look at that white. I'm sure you can't see it yet, but so much better. We're gonna hit this rustier areas again after I rinse it off. Dang, that looks way better. We're gonna make this car perfect. It ain't gonna make the rust go away, but it does make the rust look a lot better. Look what it did to that chrome. That chrome looks great. I know you can't see it, but up here it took a lot of the stain out of it. But yeah, look at it back there. Way less rust stains. It took all the rust, the streaking rust off that was right there, and it brought the white to be way brighter, especially right here. This looks great. Chrome looks good. That's basically it. I'm gonna scrub this one more time, rinse it off, and then we're gonna do the whole entire rest of the car the same way. It's starting to get cold and darker. Not really dark, but it's starting to get cold. So I'm probably just gonna get it with the stuff to take all that's melting all the dirt off of it, and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do the acid wash. So I'll put you on the tripod for the good part, just watching all this stuff melt right off the side of this car. I should mention too, this wheel acid, people say you shouldn't leave it on there very long. I don't know, sometimes you just gotta let it chew. Old paint is a lot tougher though than new paint. Sorry, you gotta get the idea. There's still a lot of like dirt in the paint, like that stuff. But I mean, just that acid alone, look at how much better that looks. Took all those drips, there's still some down here. I'll keep working at it, but so I'll bring you back when it's done. I just gotta do this other side. I'm running out of daylight and I'm running out of chemicals and it's getting cold. All right, we're gonna start cleaning the interior out now. It's real nice, super quality. But I got my cousin, he's gonna work on this a little bit while I clean the front end. I'm gonna have to move the power washer out. I still gotta clean up here. We're gonna blow all this crap out. This fender's just junk, but anyways, get all the crap around there, all that off. It's not actually a very greasy car, kind of amazingly enough. But we're still gonna clean it all off. Yeah, everything else is done. It does look a lot better. Watch this hubcap. It's pretty dull. Just let it sit on there a minute. You can already tell it's getting shiny again. Even the shop inspector stopped by to check it out. Look how shiny that's getting. This is Bart. Dang, that cleaned up good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit all the other ones now. I was kind of scared because the acid can dull like a lot of finishes, and I was afraid it was gonna dull that out. Dang, does that bring it back around good. This car is turning out pretty good, I think. I mean, you know, besides the rust. So, what I have is a receipt for some steel. And what I have is some steel wool. We use this a lot in Windows. This really takes stuff off of Windows. If you don't know this, Quad Zero steel wool, awesome for Windows. But for a paint job like this, a lot of this grime, it's going to take it right off. I don't have any SOS pads, and if you can get a Quad Zero SOS pad, all you do is get it wet, get the surface wet, and that works pretty well. This paint is not good, so I'm not really worried. But what I like to do is just hit it with a lot of window cleaner. The window cleaner will actually break up a lot of this stuff on its own. But the steel wool is really going to take it to the other edge. Window cleaner, like this is high-tech glass cleaner, professional strength, because I'm a professional, obviously. Duh. But it'll break up a lot of stuff. You wouldn't imagine that window cleaner will clean. Cool part is, you go right over this chrome, you can hit that too. So we're going to do this whole half of the hood, and then we're going to spray it off, and then I'm going to just go ahead and do the rest of the car. I'm going to buff it. I can't help myself. I got to see what this car is going to look like buffed out. Now I have done a little bit on the other side, I'm not going to lie to you. I know I didn't show you, I'm sorry, don't be mad. But, it ran out of daylight yesterday, so that whole half of the car is actually done. There's a lot of this stuff I thought was dirt, it's just in the paint. It is what it is. When we buff it too, it's the buffing or the buffer is going to pull a lot of this stuff out too. That just hurt. Just get my finger in there. Remember, Quad Zero steel wool. You're going to pull a little bit of paint off. Don't worry. This isn't something you use on a modern car. Don't take your mom's Toyota Corolla, whatever year they made those, and do this to it. It's got to be an old car like this. Alright, let's give it a rinse, see where this is at, and I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the car. I mean, kind of is what it is. But doing stuff like this, you think of this car and the paint on this car is like your skin. Now this goes for all cars. It's porous. Your skin has pores, this has pores. If you clog those pores with dirt, it is absolutely not good for your car. It's not good for your skin too. You get acne, you get rust with the car. You know, you get acne on your skin, not the car. So, when I pull this off, you want to put some kind of compound back into it. Because really, now this paint is raw. You know, you get like a burn or something, it's raw. It's kind of what you're doing to this paint. Oh, and then your skin grows back and it's beautiful. Well, this is raw right now. We buff it out. It's going to be beautiful. We are getting some paint off. Don't freak out. It's going to happen. Look how much better that chrome looks. Chrome's the same way. What I just told you with your skin, you just open this all up porous. I mean, it isn't quite the same. Let me restate that. Chrome is a little bit porous too, but not like your paint. I mean, you open it all up, you get stuff like that. It's always good to go back with a protectant, some kind of chrome polish, just to fill all those little porous areas. And it'll also take off a lot more rust. I ain't too worried about it here. I mean, I might hit it lightly just to get some water spots off, because we're going to get some water spots afterwards. But look at that bumper. How much better does it look? I wish I had these. That'd be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do this whole side. Said I already did that side. I got to do the whole roof And the whole trunk too. All right, I have the outside to mostly just buff. My cousin vacuumed it out. And yes, this carpet does need to be changed. We're gonna fix these door panels. AK, we're just gonna, the mold and stuff off of them, I mean. We're using the same stuff we use on the outside of the car. We're gonna get up in here. We're also gonna do the edge of the seat. This seat's like a cloth. We'll just go ahead and hit that too. Oh, it's just melting right off. This, like I said, same stuff I use in the engine bay. It's a good degreaser. It works really good for interior stuff too. A lot of times we roll the windows down. Obviously, since this car don't work, that's not happening. All we're doing is making it look a little bit better. So it's one of those things, the longer you let it sit, the better it's gonna work. A lot of these this cloth stuff, we can make a lot better, but I'm not too worried about it. Like, you can scrub all this with some soapy water, and it would honestly probably bring it around. Actually, girl, let's give it a try. Let it soak on there for a second. A lot of this is cardboard back, like where modern cars aren't, so I don't really know how it's gonna affect it. All right, I am a little concerned we're getting a lot of this pretty wet, so we're gonna blow it dry, at least a little bit. Oh yeah, this is taking off a lot of this crap. Man, that looks so much better. All right, now let's see what we can do with right over here. I'm kind of running out of time. Looks better. I mean, that just seat's really wet right now, so it's hard to tell, but I think it's gonna look better. But overall, way better. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that top of that seat and the edge here. Wow. Sorry, I'm gonna carry on just like that. We're gonna go around and hit the rest of it. I'm gonna kind of do it really fast because pretty much end of my day. There is some mold, there's a lot of stuff in this car. I probably should be wearing a respirator, but I don't have one. And they're really hard for me to wear because of my sinuses and stuff like that. So I'm outside. I'm gonna take some breaks. Yeah, we're just making it a little bit better. So someone doesn't think it's the nastiest car ever when they see it. So I'll finish the inside and then we're gonna buff it. And I'll show you how I got a title. and do a reveal on the entire car. Finally get to buff this thing. It's honestly been raining a bunch, and it seems like every time I get out here to do it, it just doesn't work. Hopefully the wind noise ain't too bad for you guys. It's pretty windy out here today too. But we're gonna buff this thing. We're gonna screw on that front piece, and then we're actually done. And we're gonna do like one step here, because this thing has a bit of a shine to it. All we're doing is adding to the shine. This is like a kind of like a medium buff we're doing. We're not trying to take scratches out of this thing. We're just trying to bring a shine to it. I got kind of a crappy buffing pad. When you're doing a rusty car, the thing that sucks about it is a lot of the rust spots will turn white because of the buffing compound. Just to be forewarned. We're not going very fast. We don't want to burn the paint. We're going to be conscientious of our edges because this paint isn't very thick. It definitely put a shine in it. We are going to come back with a wax afterwards. What the wax is going to do is going to take off a lot of the excess buffing compound, clean up, and just, well, put a nice wax on this thing. The white is going to be a little hard to tell. Let me see. Just look at that edge. Dull, shiny. Dull, shiny. So that's all we're doing. Just one quick buff over the whole thing. We're using old school wool pad. This is all kind of old school style way we're doing it. And we're not going to go through a bunch of different steps here. There's really no need for it. It's just kind of a waste of time. Like I said, we'll come back afterwards with a wax. I would say it looked like this all summer long. If you took good care of it, it would look great. It would have a good shine to it. And eventually, like next spring, you're probably going to want to hit it again or do something with it. But definitely be good enough for cruising season. Remember when I said the weather has not been cooperating? It is now snowing. Perfect. Great time to be buffing a car. I'm going to hit this fin. I'm going to do the inside here real quick first, but I want to show you what the fins do because I feel like they're going to polish out and be really shiny. Here, I should bring you around this way. I'm being real light on this edge because I'm putting this straight into here. You can burn the hell out of the paint doing that. So we're going to go over it real fast and light. Same thing, while I'm going straight down, I'm careful with this edge, I don't want to burn it. I'm probably gonna have to hand buff up in here. All right, now let's do the outside. See what I mean about paint coming off? It happens, don't panic. This is perfect. I'm going over real fast as you've seen. Especially this top edge. This is probably your thinnest spot right across here in the whole car. Especially with this red just being over top of this white like it is. It'd be really easy to burn through it. And this car is just a patina car, a rusty old car. All we're doing is making it look a little bit better. We're not taking scratches out. We're not taking anything really out. So there's still some buffing compound on here. A lot of people, the right way to do this would be to buff it all out and then they'll rewash the car to get all the excess buffing compound off. You can take it off with the wax too. It's not going to really hurt anything, especially on something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff out the rest of the car. I'll show you a little bit in the time lapse and then screw that front piece on. I'll go show you how I got the title and then reveal the finished product. Okay, we're gonna come in here with some zip screws. Put the stuff that's already a couple in here on that end, so pretty much everything holding it up. I think it's supposed to have studs that lock into this hood up here. I mean, I could probably put one bolt right there, but it's so rotten, it really just isn't gonna matter. We're using some fat-headed sheet metal screws. I usually like to use the ones that have an actual, you can actually drive in with a nut driver. Way better than the Phillips, but I really wanted the big head to hopefully help hold this in place. Oh! How'd that go? Yeah, that's not bad. Do it again right here. Fixing this fish. No, just a wax. I think it'll look real good. Huh? That's good. No. Oh, there's a screw in the ground. Perfect. Alright, grab one more screw and this will be good. Now let's go get this title situation sorted out, and so you know what to do if you live in Michigan and you need to get a title for a car you drug out of the woods after 25 years. Okay, you drug your car out of the woods after 25 years, but you need a title. You're gonna go, now let me specify, I live in Michigan. I don't know what the laws are for your state or wherever you're from, but you're gonna want a TR 205. That's this paperwork right here. You're gonna put your name, you're gonna put the year, make, model, VIN, body style, body, obviously vehicle or watercraft, how you acquired it, person's name you acquired it from, where you acquired it, and then how you acquired it. Now, you're gonna want a bill of sale that's gonna help you. You don't absolutely have to need a bill of sale, but a bill of sale is a help. I actually did this one without a bill of sale, just to see actually if I could. Now, this paperwork alone doesn't get you a title. You have to have an appraisal. Your vehicle has to be worth less than $2,500. If you've never gotten an appraisal, you got to go to a car dealership and they write you an appraisal. A lot of car dealerships don't know how to do appraisals on older cars. So they have like a system they do appraisals in, and an older car won't fit in that system. So they take their company letterhead, which every dealer has company letterhead, and they can handwrite an appraisal out for you on that letterhead. They don't know they can do that, but they can do that. And a Secretary of State will accept that. Like I said, it's got to be worth less than $2,500. If it's worth more than $2,500, you have to have a security bond and your VIN inspected by a police officer. Less than $2,500, you need this piece of paper right here, certificate of ownership, TR 205, an appraisal, and a bill of sale. And you're gonna get the people at Secretary of State, they have no idea how to deal with this stuff. Be patient and just say, hey, this is how it works. I mean, we've talked to a lawyer about this. That's how we figured out this is how you do it. You just gotta look it up. It'll tell you, if you look up the laws in Michigan, $2,500 or less, certificate of ownership, appraisal, bill of sale. If you don't have the bill of sale, you can get away with just the other two. If the car is stolen, they're gonna figure it out. If you get a certificate, if you get a title, and the old owner, like from years beyond past, comes out of nowhere with their title, they can take your car. It's in the risk. You gotta know the situation. Like, this car has been sitting for a very long time in this guy's woods. I don't believe anyone's gonna come and claim this car other than me. And now you're gonna have to fight the other person for the ownership of that car too. So dealing with cars without a title is always a risk, but you just gotta protect yourself, and this is how you get a title. Also, even if you get a security bond and you do all the stuff for the cars that are worth more than $2,500, if the old owner comes with a title, they can still take the car. Crazy, I know. But now you know, there's options out there. There has to be an option in your state to get a title for a car that doesn't have a title, because there are states in the United States, obviously, that do not require a title for a vehicle 25 years and older, I think it is, or over a certain year of car, do not require a title to be registered in that state. So you have to be able to register those cars in your state, so you have to be able to get a title. So there's always a way to get a title. And I'll link this down below so you can click on it and look at it for yourself. I hope they could see you being lovey boy. All right, now you've seen how to get a title for a car you got out of the woods here in Michigan. Not too hard, right? Now let's reveal this thing. Now that I've waxed it, it is done. Well, done as far as I'm gonna get. I might throw some tires on it just to get some rollers on it, but look at this. Came out pretty good. I just do a spray wax. I just spray it on, then take a dry or a wet towel. Well, you know, your first towel that you're gonna spread the wax all out, and then you're gonna take a dry towel and kind of buff it out. Honestly, if you could feel this, you'd be quite amazed. So let's roll some beauties. right, I'm super happy of how this car turned out. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Without God, any of this wouldn't have been possible. And I'll post down below in the comments if it's already sold when this video comes out, because I might have a buyer already. It's going to be a couple weeks before this video comes out. Just get out in your garage and start working on stuff. Not that hard. I'll see you next time. God bless you.